Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all having a great day. For those of you who are new to my channel, I'm Christina. I would love it if you subscribed if you like my videos. If you want to hear or see more videos from me, please hit that button down there. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you are not new to my channel, thank you for watching again. I hope you guys are having a great day. Now, if you want to see how I achieved this golden rusty look using just drugstore products, I think everything was under the $10 mark, which is pretty cool. Keep on watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Jump into it, guys. I have no idea what look I'm doing today, so you guys probably know before me because I will obviously do my intro after, but let's just jump into it. So today we're doing a full face of drugstore. Oh, I just popped my contacts in and my eyes are just sad. Sad little thing. So first off, I'm going in with my Maybelline Professional Baby Skin Primer. This is, can you see this acne breakout right here? I put some tea tree oil on it last night and it got so much better, but it's still there, you guys. It is still there. Do you see that hair sticking straight up? Oh my gosh, I'm a wreck. Okay, so face is primed. This is one of the only drugstore primers I do have. I do like it. It's a silicone based primer, so it's got that like slick feeling to it. If you don't like silicone based primers, this is not for you, but I don't mind it. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my eyes. I didn't bring tape. Let's just reevaluate what we're doing here. So I'm just gonna handy dandy tape on my eyes like I normally do in these videos. So this is like drugstore or inexpensive makeup. It's not all like, you can't find all of this at Walmart. So for eye primer, I'm going to be using the Essence I Heart Color Intense eye primer. This stuff is pretty good. It does kind of cancel out any veining, redness, coloring on your eyes, which I like about it. And I'm just going to take my blender and just make sure all of this is as blended in as it can possibly be. Sorry for this eye, it's going to start watering. I just had to pull my contact in and put it back out and put it back in, but that is our primer on. I'm also going to be using these kind of as an eye primer just because I don't use them often and I kind of want to focus. And I kind of want to get some use out of them. So I'm going to be using two NYX Jumbo pencils in the shade 621 Pure Gold and 619 Rust. So first off, I'm going to be taking the Pure Gold, which is the lighter shade, more golden shade, and I'm just going to start on the outer corner and take it up in my crease and in my inner corner. So I'm not really blending this out yet. I'm just going to kind of leave this as a base. It's on my nose. As a base. So that's what I'm doing on the other eye as well. Next, I'm going in with the shade Rust, which is 619, and I'm using this in the inner part, or like the very centers of my eye, kind of creating a halo eye with just these shadow sticks. It's a little hard to work with, to be honest. They're tugging a little bit at my eyes. I've really never used these. I never even had Milk, which was like the craze back in the day. So I'm just hoping this will work out for a base. I do really like the Nude Sticks ones if you've ever tried that, but this is a drugstore video, not a Nude Sticks video. I'm just going to take a pretty stiff synthetic brush and I'm just going to make sure all of this is kind of blended into each other. So just kind of pulling where you want the shadow to blend. If you can tell, it just looks much cleaner than this eye over here. And since this is not actually like we're putting shadow over this still, it's okay if the color fades out a little bit when you blend it because this is just kind of your base. You want your shadows to stick to this, so. And then I am going to just take a crease brush and just kind of go over that crease so it just kind of melts into the rest of my skin versus looking a little bit crazy. Okay, so next up I'm going to be going in with my Makeup Revolution London Salvation palette. It's the Iconic Pro 1. I think this is supposed to be like the Loreal Pro palette. So this is how this guy looks. Really beautiful. So I'm going to be taking this shade here. Let me grab the names. So it's the shade Getter, which is the pretty gold, and I'm going to be taking that on my crease brush where we put that first golden shade of, shadow stick. We're going to just blend this into that. So pretty much everywhere but the center of the eye, so even the outer corner and the inner corner is all this gold color. It's so beautiful. These shades, honestly, for $10 palette that it is insane. So next I'm just going to take a small C eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to take this shade down here, which is the shade Stage. It's like a burgundy rusty color, which is the same as what we just used. I'm sorry if I keep blinding you with the thing there. And I'm going to just pat this in the centers where we had that original rust shade. Oh, this is so pretty. Normally I don't put shades that aren't matte in my crease, but once in a while, girl, you gotta try some different things. Next, I'm going to take a crease brush again, and I'm going to just take a matte brown in this palette and just kind of deepen up the outer V area. Kind of pulling it a little bit into the center as well. The inner corner area. This looks sick, guys. This looks sick. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do for my eyes right now. I'm going to just peel off this tape. It's not really even on this eye anymore. Going in, I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I'm in the shade 101 Classic Ivory, which is a little light for me, but I will make it work. So I know the Pro Matte is a little bit expensive for a drugstore foundation. It's usually about $20 here in Canada. So another good alternative if you want to keep your drugstore glam a little cheaper than what I have on is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. That stuff is also the bomb, honestly, and it's right up here with this one. I just decided to use this one today because I haven't used it in a while. And next I'm going to be going in with my concealer. That was all one word and it was really weird. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Classic Ivory. So this is a little bit pink tone for me, but I make it work. Oh, you know, this is more yellow than I remember it being. I take back what I was just talking about because, girl, this looks on point. I'm just doing this as my under eye concealer in a nice big old triangle, as per usual. If you can see, that blends in super easy. It's not a super heavy coverage concealer, but it works. Alright, so now all my highlights are blended in. I'm going to go ahead with my Coty Airspun powder, and I'm just going to bake my under eye concealer with this. Dipping my sponge in there. Now I'm not going to use that to set my whole face. I am going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me Powder in the shade 110 Porcelain, and just a nice fluffy brush, and I'm going to take this on the rest of my face and just leave my other powder to bake. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill in my brows. I'm using a different product today that I haven't used too much. This is the NYX Eyebrow Gel. This is what I have for drugstore. So it is just like a mousse-like consistency in here, and it is a little light for me. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I know, we all know. Let's just not bring attention to it. I'm just kidding. It's just what I have for the video, so I don't usually typically wear this out. But if I did, it's not like crazy too light. It's just like a little lighter than I prefer my brows, which is probably my actual brow color. So I'm just using an angled brush here, and I'm going in on my brows. I'm probably going to cut this part out just because I usually do. How crazy different do I look with brows and without? Like, honestly, it's like a complete 180 for me. I'm just getting more product. That's what I'm talking. Like, also the smallest amount of this goes a very, very long way, and it is like a waxy formula, so it does also kind of glue your brows down. Yeah, like, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like this has like a red tint to it that my other brow products just don't have. And it kind of just bothers me. I don't know why. So I'm just trying to like scrape it off my gross hands. I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper just to set these bad boys in place. This is an awesome, awesome brow gel at the drugstore, you guys. And my brows are very much sisters today, not twins, so I know. Trust me, I know. Okay, next I'm going to take that big powder brush once more and just kind of fluff off and just make sure this gets in all the creases because we don't want creasing later. I'm going to be going in with the e.l.f. bronzer palette in the shade Bronze Beauty. And just my angled contour brush from Wet n Wild. And I'm going to be taking this contour down here. It's very light. It reminds me of the Hoola Light that Benefit just released. Dog hair. And I'm just going to dip in there. And I've never used this before, so we'll see. Okay, it's pigmented. If you can see, wow, that's really nice. I like this a lot. Like, that's a great contour shade for me as well. So for any of my friends out there that are like pale, like moi, you'll like this. And I'm just going to take that. I'm just using this to kind of bronze and warm up my whole face and contoured my cheeks with it as well. So I'm taking it above my forehead. Next for blush, I'm going to be using my Color Icon from Wet n Wild. This is the blush in Apricot in the middle. And my usual Sephora brush. And just on the lower parts of my apples. This blush is honestly so gorgeous, you guys. So fucking gorgeous. You need it. As brows, why are you doing what you're doing? Okay? Okay. For highlight today, it's a little bit more toned down than usual. You know your girl. But today I wanted to try this guy out. This is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. And it is in the shade Be My Highlight number 10. So I'm just going to snag a little bit of this and see what we come up with. Okay. Like, it is more subtle than I'm used to, but it's like there, you know what I mean? So take it down the nose and Cupid's bow, a little bit on the chin, a little bit on the forehead. And I'm just kind of layering it up on the cheeks because that's what I like. If you don't like that, you don't have to do it, honey. You don't have to do it. Okay? Okay, next, I'm just going to be dipping back into my Makeup Revolution palette into that that golden shade from the beginning. And I'm just going to take this on the outer corner on the lash line. Like that. Don't go into the inner, and I'm going to take it in the inner. So essentially I'm leaving the center bare. And then on that same brush, I'm going to take the Rust shade, which is what I want in the center. Are you surprised? And just put that in the center. Oh, this is gorgeous! This palette, you guys. Alright, next up I'm going to be taking my... Ew, this has like white face paint on it. Ugh. I'm going to be taking my L'Oreal. I'm going to be taking my L'Oreal Pencil Perfect Ebony Eyeliner. God, I wish I was born with an accent. And I'm just going to line my top waterline and my bottom waterline. I'm going to just curl my lashes quick. We're pretty much done everything, hey guys? I think I might put on falsies today because I'm feeling a little extra. Covergirl Total Tease Mascara has honestly become one of my holy grails lately. Oh, I guess if you watched my April favorites, you would have heard me talk about it. And if you didn't, you better watch it, girl. Honestly, this mascara just turns everything from a 10, like a 2 to a 10. I love it. Alright guys, so this is how the look turned out. I'm sure you know from the beginning, like the intro of the video, but I really like how it turned out. Honestly, it's kind of a little bit of a dramatic eye, but nothing that's not wearable. It's like a glam, but like an everyday glam. I would wear this every day, but probably not everybody else. So, thank you so much for watching my videos. If you like this video, please hit that subscribe button and give it a big thumbs up. I would be more than happy to check out your channels if you leave them in the descriptions or in the comments below. And any ideas you have for future videos you want to see me do, I am definitely open to anything. And I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of your weekend and have a great week coming up.